Hello, my name is Michaela Elise Murphy, and this is my casket project. I would like to first go over our casket price list. I'll show that to you. Give it a minute for you. I would like to talk about some of the options we have. So for these, we have silver onyx under metal caskets, tiger eye, going home, which is an 18 gauge blue crepe, runs about $4,000. We have our Neapolitan blue, which is 18 gauge blue crepe, and it runs about $3,000. We have our Winston silver, which is 20 gauge, and our Winfield copper. And so our most expensive would have to be the silver onyx, which is stainless steel, which means it's a ferocious metal. And that means that it is made from iron. Then we have our Winfield copper, which is 20 gauge, which means it is a non-ferrous metal, which means it's anything that has not been from iron. Then we have our wood caskets. We have cherry, we have autumn oak, which is a solid oak. We have Texan, which is poplar with a pecan finish. It's brown suede and it's non-gasketed. We have Norwood Rental, 27 inches, poplar walnut finish. And these are all solid hardwood caskets, and that means that they're a little more expensive, from our most expensive being $13,000 to the least expensive being about $3,000. Because the hardwood is harder to cut than a soft coniferous wood would be, which is a soft wood that has a cone-bearing tree. Then we have our alternative caskets and cremation caskets. We have our Del Rey, which is a rose tan crepe, non-gasketed. We have our Homestead. We have our Lila Brown. We have our Pacific Pine and Shaker Pine, which those are softwoods. They come from a soft tree. Not soft tree, but a cone-bearing tree. Then we have our alternative container, which is presswood, and those range from about $4,000 to just $400, with the alternative presswood being the least expensive wood casket. I'd like to show you just a few of these. So over here we have our Winfield copper, and it's a 20 gauge. And it's non-gasketed, and it's about $2,700. And non-gasketed just means that there's no rubber inlay here, so it's less protected than a regular casket would be. Let's take a look inside. And then in here is an example of the rose tan crepe interior, which is very beautiful. And then over here we have our hardwood. We have our cherry, which is a non-gasketed rose tan velvet interior, which is a solid cherry. I think this is probably my favorite. It's very beautiful. We have our autumn oak here, which is non-gasketed, and it has a champagne velvet interior, and it runs about $6,000. Then we have our going home, which is steel, and it is gasketed, and it's 18 gauge. It's very hefty. It also has these beautiful little birds on them on the corner. And then we have our Winston silver, which is a 20 gauge gasketed white crepe interior, and it has very beautiful detailing on it as well. Then we have our silver onyx, which is a stainless steel gasketed gray crepe interior, which is about $7,850. It's a very beautiful casket as well. Then we have our tiger eye, which is 16 gauge gasketed almond velvet interior. And then over here we have our Homestead, which is up here, and I'm fairly short, white crepe interior, and it's wood composite. And then we have our Pacific Pine, which is about $2,650. It's a rose tan crepe wood composite. And then the cheapest one in our showroom is this Shaker Pine. As you can tell, it's just a basic wood, softwood casket. And it's white crepe and wood composite. It runs about $1,000. Then over here we have some of our interior decorations. So we have our Delray casket here, which it is non-gasketed, and here is the inlay for it, which is the rose tan crepe interior. And then we have this one, which is, this one's the Delray, this one's lilac brown. This one runs about $2,800. And then our inlay is also a rose tan crepe, but it has a difference. It's got the nice lace on it. And then over here we have some of her vaults. So here we have a concrete exterior and cover base. And then we have a copper right here. And then we have our copper. And I'm showing you these because there are other options to caskets or cremation, and vaults are a different alternative, which they're 10 times, they're more sealed and they have more protection, and they also have a warranty that comes with them that's 75-year warranty, as well as some of the other ones don't have the same warranty. I would like to thank you for listening to me, and you guys have a great day.